It was 2 a.m. Ahmed was driving alone on the old highway, returning home after a long university exam week. The road stretched endlessly in front of him, empty, silent, swallowed by darkness. Only his headlights cut through the mist. He had been driving for hours, and exhaustion forced him to pull over near an abandoned bus stop. A broken shelter with peeling paint, tilted signboard, and a lonely bench that looked like no one had touched it in years. "Just 5 minutes," he muttered, locking the doors before leaning back. The cold air seeped in, the windshield fogging slightly. His phone slipped from his hand as he dozed off. 30 minutes later, he woke up suddenly. Heart pounding, breath irregular. Something felt wrong. The air inside the car felt heavier, warmer, as if someone else was breathing with him. He slowly sat up and checked the passenger seat. Nothing. He checked the back seat through the rearview mirror. Still nothing. But something inside him kept screaming, "Don't look to your right." His hand trembled, but he turned his head. There, right outside the car window, stood a figure, tall, too tall. Its head almost touched the roof of the bus stop. Its body unnaturally thin, like someone stretched skin over a skeleton. And its face was completely black. No eyes, no mouth, just a void. The figure didn't move, but Ahmed felt watched. His breath caught in his throat. He couldn't scream. He couldn't blink. Slowly, painfully, slowly, the figure began leaning toward the window, its faceless head lowering to meet Ahmed's. Ahmed's entire body jolted back into life. He slammed the engine on and sped away so fast the tires screeched against the road. His chest pounded. His hands shook. In the mirror, nothing followed, but he could feel it, as if something had climbed into the backseat with him. The road was empty, fog thick, and silence deafening. Every few seconds, he felt a cold breath on his neck. But every time he checked, the backseat was empty. The radio flickered, lights dimmed. His phone lost all signal. It felt like the world around him had simply shut down. 10 minutes later, he felt something shift in the car. A weight, as if someone was sitting right behind him. He didn't look. He couldn't. He started praying under his breath. But then, a whisper slid across the darkness. Not from outside, not from the radio, from right behind his ear. "You saw me." Ahmed's scream barely escaped his throat. He pressed the accelerator harder. The whisper came again. "You shouldn't have stopped there." He drove for almost an hour before the city lights appeared. The moment he entered the lit areas, the presence vanished. The air lifted. The car felt normal. He reached home, ran inside, and locked the door as if something was chasing him. His mother scolded him for being late. His sister laughed at how pale he looked. But when he sat on his bed that night, he saw something that froze his blood. On the fogged window of his car, outside, there was a mark, a handprint. But it was too large to be human. Too long, too stretched, too wrong. And on the glass, faintly written beneath the print, 2 a.m. again. Weeks passed. Ahmed avoided nights, avoided driving, avoided being alone. But then one morning, a letter arrived at his house. No sender, no stamp, just his name. Inside was a photo of the same abandoned bus stop, except it wasn't abandoned anymore. Fresh paint, new lights, clear signboard. And behind the bus stop, half hidden in the shadows, that same tall, black-faced figure, standing completely still, Under the picture, a message was written. "This time you won't be alone." Ahmed's hands shook uncontrollably. That night, despite every fear, he felt something calling him. The same pressure, the same presence, the same cold breath behind his neck. At exactly 2 a.m., his car keys turned by themselves. The engine started. His headlights flickered as if something outside was waiting. Ahmed whispered, "I'm not going." Then the whisper returned. "You already are." Ahmed's vision blurred. His body felt heavy. His head fell forward. And when he lifted it again, he was no longer in his bedroom. He was sitting in his car, on the engine on the road, facing the bus stop. The new bus stop. Bright lights, fresh paint, clean benches. Everything looked normal. Except the tall figure stood inside the bus stop, waiting for him. Slowly, it lifted its long hand and pointed at him. And from behind Ahmed, something whispered in a childlike voice. "We told you we would meet again." The car door unlocked by itself. The lights in the bus stop flickered, and the figure stepped forward. Then the world went dark. End, or only the beginning.